Hi guys, my name is Meats. This is going to be a review for SH Figuarts Android 17, or I think his name was revealed as Lapis. I think 18 was Lazuli, or maybe I get those two mixed up. Anyways, I'm really happy to have this as part of my Dragon Ball collection, and after this one, we're just waiting for Android 16, which I think is coming up next. Alright, I got mine from Tatsu Hobby, and they might have some available still, I believe. So I'll put the link down below if you want to check that out. Anyways, here's the box. Pretty cool. We got a variety of hands as always. And I think we got 3 faces there. Huh, pretty cool. Alright, in the back, can I give us an idea? It's in English. And I have to say that I don't think they revealed much about 17, unlike 18. Well, 18, we get to know her more as the story progresses. But 17, not much, because he's a short-lived character, and I don't think he got out, unlike 18 from Cell. So, yeah. Anyways, let's take a look inside. Alright, so we got Android 17 Operation Manual. It's always good to check this out. So from here, we get a variety of hands. That's quite a bit. I think the only thing different from the top part is you get an extra trigger finger hand for the pistol. Yeah, otherwise you get a full set of pairs. I still say you should just have a pair of everything. Well, that's that. Anyways, moving on. This is an interesting take. They decided to swap out the shoulders instead of halfway to the arm, which they usually do. And I always find that hard to swap out. And I just put the crossed arm, you know, on the side. I hardly used it. Alright, so moving on. We got 2 pairs of hair, interchangeable. I wonder if you can swap them out, but then again, it's not gonna match. And we got 2 faces, and you get angry and smiling. We got 2 interchangeable bandana. Kind of looks like a scarf. That's great. And you have 2 interchangeable belts. Huh. One with a gun holster, the other one with that. And the one I think with it is there's an interchangeable holster, one with model with a gun. Otherwise, you can have the gun on the right arm or right hand actually, and tells you what interchangeable parts. So this is great that they've actually have an English side, tells you what stuff in here. Yeah, alright. Alright, and now we got both the twin siblings right next to each other, 17 and 18, or Lapis Lazuli respectively. Pretty cool. And I was reading on the wiki, and it actually turns out that he did survive after the Cell encounter. He got revived by the Dragon Balls, and I believe he lived his life peacefully after that. I just kind of went off screen. We didn't really get much or know him more, unlike 18, which kind of stayed over and had been kind of like the part of the group, you know, the whole Dragon Ball gang. Yeah, so not much. Kind of wish there's a bit more. I wish he kind of stayed, but yeah. Anyways, I mean, in terms of height, he's about the same height as 18. He's not that tall. But nonetheless, yeah, let's take a closer look at him. He does have a very interesting fashion. You get the orange bandana going on. I do like orange. You get a black shirt. Get the white sleeve, you get the blue jeans, and you do have that iconic slash on the jeans on the upper left knee. You get some neon green socks and blue sneakers. Very trendy. He does kind of stand out and kind of looks like I think he has a kind of like a rebellious attitude towards him too. So yeah, that's very interesting design. So to start with the head, he has that kind of interesting hairstyle. I always thought that he would be cool if he actually is a girl. There's 2 of them. You got 7 and 18 twin sisters. but he's a guy. He does kind of look a little bit feminine. Yeah. And in terms of articulation, you know, quite a bit of articulation there in the neck. Now moving down, we'll get back to the head in terms of head swapping. We have the shoulders here, and there's an interesting part here. Usually this sleeve is attached on the upper shoulder, but apparently this is a different take on this. I think it's attached on the top, and it's a lot more secure. Kind of wish they did this on the previous Dragon Ball, like Goku, which I think keeps popping off. So that's the improvement right there. You still have the bicep swivel, and this elbow, which is a little off. It's double jointed, but it feels a little too big. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the 18, let's just bring back 18 real quick. Her joint is small, and it's kind of like that single joint, but it works quite well. You don't really need more than 90 for the most part, but this one you get a little bit more, but you get that weird angle. Yeah, but still not too bad. I mean, yeah, I think you're gonna always have flaws, or well, for some you might be alright, but I think it's alright. Alright, moving on, we have the waist. I don't think you got a little bit of movement on the mid torso because of that yeah, the gap there, but yeah. And on the waist, there we go. It's actually a ball joint there, which you can pop off to swap out the belt. Pretty cool. And you have quite a bit of articulation in terms of the waist and the knee, kind of like trunks. You get that movable or separate knee part, which is great because on this part here, that's pretty cool. There's not much on the back here. I mean, you get that joint there, but no, it's not too bad, and I really like that knee joint. Works really well. And let's see, I don't think you have a swivel here. You do have that ankle joint, and you have that toe joint, which you only do it that much. I do like the design on the sneaker. It's actually quite nice, the way that they molded that. And I think that's pretty much it in terms of articulation. Now getting back to the face, or the head part, we're just gonna pop this out like so, and there's actually a joint there on the neck, and it helps you rock it side to side, and that's probably what this joint is for right there, or that circular piece right there. And on this one we can pop this out. There's a peg or a slit on the back there, and there's a ball joint on front, and you got that sporty red ribbon army over there. And you can swap with another bandana that's a lot more which shows movement. So we're just gonna pop it in front, then put the peg in the back. There we go. Alright, so we can do some head swapping. I've already removed this. The first time you're gonna do this, you're gonna have a little bit of difficulty. Push this down. There we go. Let's see. You get different faces here. You get the neutral one, and you got the smiling one. Which we're just gonna put this on like so. And there's 4 pegs. Oops. That's gonna be 2 on the face and 2 on the hair. And there we go. And now we can just pop this back in. One thing I want to point out, the neck has a different shade than the head, but it's I think it's kind of works up well because you have an orange scarf that kind of just reflect back on his neck, and you don't really see much of that. So not too bad. I do have problems with other Dragon Ball Accessory Figuarts where the shading is just off, especially for Super Saiyan 3 Goku, where the elbow, I think the neck, it's just, you didn't get that shading that the rest of the arms have. Not a problem. Otherwise, we're just gonna pop this back out and put this on here. We get the other hair piece, which pops up the neck right there, And we got the angry one, which works out pretty well on this particular hairstyle, which you got moving. But then again, you can always use the other face if you want to. It just shows a bit of movement. But for this, I'm just gonna go with the angry one. Alright, so if I can just get this thing there, and so I think I still got the 4 slits. I tried trying to interchange the front piece of the hair. Does not work because just how the hair is molded. So this one works for this one, and this one works for this. You cannot interchange the front part of the hair. Alright, so that's looking pretty cool. Now let's get over different hands. Alright, quite a variety of hands. You get a total of 6 pairs of hands, including the closed fist, and you get 1 extra for the pistol. I really wish that they make a pair of everything. Not everyone is right-handed. You could be left-handed. But anyways, this is great, and you get to the point where there's just too much pair of hands. I think a good set will be the blast hands, the closed fists, maybe the kung fu post, and maybe this. But you don't really need this. You already have the open hand. But it's always great that you've added more. You can't really complain if they have more, right? So this one is, I guess, for reaching forward, and this one too could be for using to hold something or choking. He did get quite a bit of aggressive and crazy on in the Dragon Ball, especially with the alternate version of him in the future. So, so it's great that they have a different pairs of hands. All right, now let's move on with the pistol. So actually, let's get back here. All right, so this holster, again, the first time around, it's gonna be a little hard to take this out, and be careful. So there's a little peg there. It's molded in, although I think this is 2 pieces that they put together. And let's put this down. So here's the holster without it, and we'll just. And it's one of those. It's great that they have a swappable piece. So actually, I prefer that. Then you have to put it on, and sometimes this latch strap here might ripped. So to take this out, we're just gonna pop this out. You got a really small wrist there, but actually lately I haven't had problems with them, and they're actually quite sturdy despite looking fragile. So that's nice. And hold on. We got the pistol here. Likewise, there's a little bit of difficulty putting it on, but once you get it in, that's it. And to be honest, it's probably one of those that once you put it on, you don't need to take it out. There's no other things that you can put in there. Well, maybe other pistol, handgun, but that's all you need. And this looks great. It's kind of weird him having a pistol. He's already his Android 17. His strength, he can shoot key blast. But nonetheless, kind of gives him a little bit more personality. Well, being aggressive and everything, or like a gung-ho. And yeah, I mean, the point where after he got revived, or before that, he's using a pistol like a regular person, I would say. So yeah, not too bad. All right, so that's that. And if you don't want to use the pistol, you can take this. Oh, let me take this out. Let's try this. Alright, and if you don't want this belt here, they actually give you a separate piece, which is great. So this is the part where you actually have to pop this out, and actually they have plastic on this as well. When you first take it out, there's a plastic to kind of just prevent the black or the blue from sticking together. Alright, so take that out. We get the belt here, and that's great. So if you don't want the holster, you can swap it out with this. There we go. So this one is actually molded together, the belt for the gun holster and normal belt. So that's great. So if you just want 17 like so, that's pretty cool. Alright, I think I already went over, oh, except for one. So the last part will be this guy here. I typically don't like using this, but I'll make an exception and give it a shot. Alright. Right, so for this one, or I might have to disassemble everything. Alright, let's pop off the head, this here. I'm gonna put in the regular one, because that might interfere with him folding his arms forward. Put this on, let's put this smiling one, and let's pop out his shoulder. So this is a ball joint. This actually pops out quite easily. That's great. And this one too. Right. So it is attached up there. Alright, and let's put this on. Alright, so let's see how good this is. So there we go. Wow, that's a lot easier than the previous ones. Can put it up. That's great. That worked pretty well, and I have to say I might have to. I'll probably use that more often. So that's really great that they added that, or they changed how you put the cross arms. Oh man, this is amazing. I kind of wish the shoulder piece right here, that design and the cross arms, I wish they have used that one beforehand, because that's always been a problem for me. Man, that's amazing. And for those who've been collecting SH Figuarts Dragon Ball, and hopefully you understand what I'm trying to say here. It's a great improvement. Alright, and I think that's about it. And that's about it for the review. I hope you guys like it. And I have to say, this is a really great figure. Highly recommend it. And from the review, we've seen that there's a lot of accessories, a lot of pairs of hands, and as well as a lot of improvements, especially for the shoulder. I really like how they did that. It stays a lot better than in previous SH Figuarts releases, as well as the cross arm. This worked pretty well. And it's one of those I kind of wish they did that early on, but it's one of those that's kind of a learning process. You improve things. So that's really great that they've done that. And again, I highly recommend getting 17. He's probably not that popular character in the Dragon Ball series, but I have to say, if you have 18, you gotta get 17 as well as 16. I think he's coming up pretty soon. And yeah, I think that's about it for the review. Again, I got mine from Tatsu Hobby. I believe they're currently sold out, but they might get a restock. And also be sure to check out the other good stuff they have. There's a lot of stuff. And also, if you have any questions, just shoot them an email. Sometimes, actually, that's how I communicate with Tatsu Hobby. Just send them an email in terms of pre-orders, or if you can get certain products from Bandai or other Tamashii. Actually, that's the same company. Tamashii is from Bandai. If they could get it for me, and yeah, they'll reply back to you. Alright, that's about it for the review. Yeah, and until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.